Wait a minute, I see Sherry Weston from Sesame Street here. Sherry, I resent you're interrupting me this way, but please, come on up.
Please don't make that speech, Tony.
Hey, Sherry, it's great to see you.
Thank you so much, Tony.
And thank you for reaching so many children around the world.
Well, it's our pleasure. I am so excited to be here with all of you today and with Tony because at Sesame Workshop, like UNICEF, World Children's Day is one of our favorite days because we're passionate about reaching children all over the world. And I bet a lot of you know Sesame Street. How many? A lot? Okay, great. But many think of it as the US show, which is best known, but we're actually in 150 countries, reaching millions of children all over the world. And in many of those countries, we create local productions that are in children's own language and culture in places like South Africa, Bangladesh, India, Afghanistan.
Did somebody say Afghanistan? Oh,
Zari.
that is where I am from.
Zari, what are you doing here?
Oh, hello, Mr. Tony. Hello, Miss Sherry.
Hi, Zari. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm so happy to be here, too. I am here to celebrate. World Children's Day is one of my favorite days, too, because children are some of my favorite people, and children like me have important things we want to say.
And Tony, Zari came all the way from Afghanistan, where she lives on Bache Simpson, which is the local Afghan version of Sesame Street.
Could you tell us a little about your life there, Zari, in
yes.
Afghanistan?
I live in a very special place called Bache Simpson, which means Sesame Garden. In the best part of every single day is going to school and learning all about the world. Oh, there are so many things I want to know.
And you know what, Zari? When you wear your school uniform and show little girls how important it is to go to school, you're inspiring so many young girls and you're helping them to dream big and imagine possibilities they may never have thought of.
And Sherry, I know that she's not the only one, that she has girl Muppet inspirations all around the world, no?
Oh, yes, there's Chunky in India, Kami in South Africa, Tonton in Jordan, oh, Tuk Tuki in Bangladesh.
It's true, and best of all of your powerful girlfriends are such important role models for children around the world, showing both boys and girls how important it is to go to school.
Yes.
It could not be more important because from the very first day in a child's life, the children need stimulation and education and protection from violence and good nutrition so that their brains develop properly.
Oh, yes, you are so right, Mr. Tony. Oh, I love going to school and learning.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because I have a nice, long speech, educational speech about education, which I have not yet had the time to give.
Mr. Tony, a speech? You mean a long, boring talk?
Well, not really, but this is, after all, the United Nations.
Mr. Tony, it is not long, boring speech day, is it? It is World Children's Day, right?
She has a good point. It is indeed.
Oh, and Miss Sherry, you are not a child, right?
No.
And
no.
And Mr. Tony? Mr. Tony, you are not a child.
I was a child once.
Yeah, and actually, we're still both children at heart.
Yes, we are.
Yes, of course, but I still think that there really needs to be some kids here.
You know, it's an excellent point, Tony. What do you say?
It's absolutely right.
Oh, I am so glad you think so, because I have some amazing friends here to help celebrate. Come on out, everybody! Oh, here they come.
Uh-oh.
Here they are.
Oh, I think they are taking over.
This is official. We're taking over, you guys.
And not a moment too soon.
I'm so sorry to kick you out. I love you guys.
Here.
I don't blame you.
Okay.
I'm going to go see if I can find even more friends to come and take over.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have fun. Have fun.
Thank you so much. You're amazing.
Thanks. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Mr. Lake, don't forget about that.